Hello everybody, it's Mike with Texas Survival School, and wanted to talk to you about a cool piece of gear. Excuse the airplane noises. Cool piece of gear just came in the mail today. It's the Firebox stove. They've been around for a few years. This is actually the Gen 2 model. One of our student instructors, helpers, the bearded Burton, Jonathan Burton, did a burn review and a cooking review on his stove. Really impressed with the stove. This is the Kedora case, carry case that it comes in. Has a D-ring to the top of it, so you can attach it to the inside of your pack, hang it up, whatever you want to do with it. Double rows of Velcro, which also has additional pocket here in the front. Then it comes in this carrying case here, this pouch. The pouch here will help keep the Kedora case from getting dirty, but the good thing is it's black, so it's not going to show the soot very much. So when we take it out of the stuff sack here, we have the Firebox stove. There's a little printout card inside here telling you where you can go to see instructions, the YouTube channel, Facebook page, Pinterest, and Twitter information on it. So that's kind of cool. Also has a little caution side on it telling you not to use it indoors and that kind of stuff. I opted to get the big combo with it. This first piece you see here, this allows you to set your pot or your cup down inside the stove, and it helps retain the heat to help the bottle heat up faster. This plate here, this is for your coal catch on the bottom of the stove. This is the smaller plate that attaches to the top of the stove for a small little grill, and you can see how it has these tabs here. Well, those tabs fit down in top of the stove to give you a very stable platform. And then the next is the extended grill. So you see here, and again you can see it has the tabs to where it all fits in. So let's look at the stove itself. This here is the ash pan on the bottom of it. It's what catches your ash. It also has written on it here, caution about this being hot, to follow the instructions, not to use it indoors, only outdoors, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool. So let's open it up and take a look at the stove here. So you're supposed to be able to just pop this right open, and I might have put it on backwards a while ago, so I might have a little difficulty getting this undone, but you know what, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. So if you happen to put this in backwards or whatever, there are ways that you can still get this stove open. So as you can see, it'll definitely help if you put this together like you're supposed to. And it looks like I put it all in backwards, but you open it up and it'll pop open. So no big deal. All right, let me move this stuff here, set it down on the ground so you can see. So when you get the stove open, you open it up and the inside just hinges down. So technically there is no assembly to the stove. Okay, no assembly to the stove. You just open it up, push the plate down, and there's the stove, and it's ready to cook just like it is. This piece here, this is your damper. Your fire gets built here. Your plate, your ashtray, goes in on the side where the damper is located, and there's a couple of little grooves, in here that it rests on. You can also see right here, there's a little connector there, so when this is hot, you can take one of these fire sticks and you can actually pull that out and use the fire stick to remove the ashtray on here if you need to. And you can turn, the ashtray will go in either way. One allows you to get more air, and the other one kind of cuts off the airflow when it's in here, which will give you a slower burn and not so hot of a burn. As you can also notice, it's not perfectly square. This gives a stability to the stove, but you'll see it has feeder holes. The first generation did not have these holes. It was just considered a top feed, or you can feed it from the bottom into the ashtray on here. But it now has dual side feeders on here, and basically what you do to help keep it going, your wood, excuse me, would go in on one side, and then it'd go in on the other side. And basically what it does, it actually crisscrosses on the inside, which will give you a better burn than just laying the wood in on flat. You know, just like you would, you know, making a campfire. You know, if you crisscross your wood, then it's easier to get oxygen and stuff in to get your fire. So that's pretty cool. You can see the grooves here on the top. Those are for where your tabs go, and you simply line up the tabs. Get it going right here. Line up the tabs, and your stove just clips right in, and then you have a stable platform where you can do your grilling and so forth. So my first impressions of this stove is, wow, it is heavy duty. This is the Gen 2 5-inch, so the grill surface and all. What's talking about, to get the grill off, you just simply push against one side and it allows it to come off. This stove's heavy duty, folks. It's going to be able to withstand a lot of heat, and you could actually, this could be an heirloom item. The way these work, the fire sticks, you're able to put the fire sticks in various holes here on the side, and then that allows you to put your pot at different heights above your fire on the inside. So then I'd be able to set my cup and whatever down inside of it, above the surface. You know, it's multi-fuel, so you know you can use sterno, You could use one of the Trangia alcohol stoves. You could use other alcohol stoves, and all of that has to do with the ability to position these fire sticks into different holes. There's one thing that you can do. You can set the stove up to where you can bake on the stove using a zebra pot, and to do that, you simply put the fire sticks in. They go in at an angle. And then you would cross the fire sticks to where it would look something like this, and then you'd put your pot over the top of this, your fire source in the bottom of the stove here, and be able to put a zebra pot on top of it, or another pot that you'd be able to secure the lid on, and use that as an oven to do baking when you're out in the field. So like I said, very versatile on being able to do a lot of things. So if you're that gourmet backpacker, camper, where you like to do different kinds of cooking and stuff, something more than just boiling water, this is the stove for you. There is no doubt about that. And you can see how quickly that stove just folded up. And then of course your fire sticks simply go back in, and it also helps to hold the stove closed. So that's the Firebox. Very impressed with it. I'll do a burn and do some cooking on it here pretty soon. Don't have any wood here with me available. I do, however, have a Trangia stove that I plan to use with this, so that'll be what I do, the first burn cooking with it. So there we have the Firebox. Steve, you've done a good job on making these. I plan to do a comparison on the stove. I have the smaller stove, which is called a Nano. That's in the mail on its way to me also. And really, you couldn't compare this stove to the smaller Emberlit stove. The big stainless steel one, you could probably do a good comparison against the two. So when I get the Nano in, I plan on doing a comparison, show you the two stoves side by side. I am an Emberlit dealer, and I do still plan to use my Emberlit and the Nano. I have several different kits, so different stoves are going to go into different kits. So next thing I want to show you from Firebox. This is the Kadura case that they make to hold your zebra pot. This case is heavy duty. It comes in the one color. The cool thing about this case, you can get it in the 14 centimeter and the 16 centimeter, is this case is designed to where it has a pouch that fits inside of the handle next to the lid inside the stove. So this is a 14 centimeter stove. As you can see, I have the clips on this stove that Firebox sells, and these clips help lock the lid in place, so you can bake in the lid and make it act as an oven door. So when you want to remove the lid, you simply move the handle, it releases the clips, and you can check on your baking item that's in. You want to close it and secure the lid, you simply move the handle, and now you have your oven working again. As you can see, the stitching is very nice. This is a very well made case. Again, it's for the 14 or 16 centimeter zebra billy pots that they sell. Now, this case, it's the size of the small pan that's inside the zebra pot. It'll actually fit in here, but when you fit it in here, it won't actually allow this to cinch down all the way to where it's good and tight on here. It has a attachable flap. This is water resistant, not waterproof, right? But inside, there's a place where you can store things that you need for the stove. I have a GSI spice missile here, which is double-sided chambers, so I can get 2, 4, 6 different spices in this one container to use. I have a Trangia stove with a simmer ring on it that I plan to use. I have pot lifter in here. I have a way to get the stove going. This is a rack that Steve makes at firebox.com, and this rack actually sets on top of the stove. It clips in right here under the handle, and it sits on top of the stove, which allows you to put hot coals on top here, so you have your top heat and your bottom heat when you're using this as a oven, and it just simply clips into place, and you're able to set your embers or coals up on top of it. And then I have the jet boil utensils. So a spatula, a spoon, and a fork. And I don't know if you've seen these or not, but they simply slide. Can't do it one-handed. Simply slide, lock into place, and you can use it. High density plastic. They weigh next to nothing, and then this will wind up holding cooking oil and stuff into it once I get that filled up. Then of course, you know, the Trangia stoves, they run off of alcohol, heat, any of that, what you want to use. This is an 8-ounce bottle made by Vargo, that I plan on using. This is heat, but what I do so I don't get it confused, I put some type of food coloring in it, usually red or blue, so nobody mistakes that for cooking oil or something to drink, that kind of stuff. So this is going to be my cooking kit. with the Firebox. So this will be my Firebox cooking kit. You know, I've been camping and backpacking for many years, and most of the time when I go out, I only have, you know, the need to boil water. Well, I'm getting old, and I think my diet needs to change up some more, and I think I want to start having some pretty good stuff when I go camping. So I've decided that my cooking style is fixing to change. So you can see this pouch fits into the top of the stove, or the zebra pot, and simply just slide that down inside, cinch it down shut, and then when you do, this allows your handle to be in the upright position, so it's easier to get this in and out of your pack, and even, you know, you'd be able to suspend that and hang it up in your campsite if you wanted to. Well, that's some of the Firebox gear that I received today. I plan on doing a, like I said, a burn review cooking on the Gen 2 5 stainless steel Firebox here, and then also on the stainless steel Nano 3-inch when it gets here. Check Steve and them out at firebox.com. They're also on Facebook as Folding Firebox Stove. We've applied to be a affiliate, so hopefully we'll get approved, and we'll be able to start providing these stoves and helping you guys out with these stoves. Again, this is Mike from Texas Survival School. Come take a class with us.